Good evening. I'm reporting live from the backstage corridors of the Crypto.com arena, where the air is still thick with the electric, magnificent energy of the 68th Annual Grammy Awards. Tonight, the world watched as Roberts delivered a performance that is placed as a national treasure. But while the cameras were flashing on the red carpet, I was granted a rare, cutthroat level of access to the man behind the crown. In the quiet space and stillness of his dressing room, far from the negative Nancys of the internet and the machine of the industry, Roberts opened up in an exclusive interview that revealed the unfiltered truth of his journey. From his divine redirection to his girl dad priorities, here is the 10-point investigative breakdown of what Roberts told me backstage on this historic February night. The first thing I noticed when I sat down with wasn't his designer tuxedo, but a small, silver object resting on the vanity next to his Grammy nomination plaque, his old coaching whistle from elementary. When I asked him about it, shared a shocking bit of personal philosophy that decoded his entire grounded persona. He told me that he carries that whistle in his travel bag to every city, from London to Los Angeles, as a divine reminder of where his journey truly began. This whistle represents the discipline of the gym and the responsibility of a mentor, told me, his voice carrying that signature sandpaper grit. He explained that in the unpredictable magic of superstardom, it is incredibly easy to lose your sovereignty to the ego. The whistle serves as his spiritual anchor, reminding him that before he was the new king of gospel pop, he was Coach Roberts, a man dedicated to the growth of children in Meridian, Mississippi. He told me that whenever he feels the noise of the industry getting too loud, he looks at that whistle and remembers the faces of the students who taught him about persistence, long before he ever won 26 million votes. For the whistle is a symbol of integrity and heart, ensuring that he never forgets the hustle of the school gym while standing on the stadium stage. It is a magnificent display of humility that proves he hasn't just won a show, he has maintained his soul. As we spoke, the sound of the post-show celebration echoed through the halls, but was focused on something much closer to home. He revealed to me backstage that his 3 daughters, and the youngest, Grace, were intentionally kept away from the red carpet chaos. While many stars use their families as content to boost their ROI, is cutthroat about protecting their privacy. Everything I do is for their bankable future, he confided, but I won't sacrifice their peace for a photo op. He explained that he wants his girls to have a normal life in Meridian, away from the negative Nancys and the unpredictable magic of Hollywood. He told me that his girl dad status is the primary filter for every contract he signs, including his $13.5 million Netflix deal. If a project threatens the space and stillness of his daughters' lives, he will politely decline without a second thought. This hierarchy of values, family over fame, is what makes him recession-proof in the hearts of his congregation. He isn't interested in the luxurious lifestyle for himself. He is building a fortress of security for his children. Backstage, it was clear that his greatest award isn't made of gold. It's the quiet moments of prayer and homework he shares with his girls in the Mississippi peace of their home. One of the most shocking revelations from our backstage conversation was Firm's stance on his debut album. In an industry that demands saturation, is doubling down on scarcity. He told me with cutthroat clarity that he has explicitly told his manager and his label partners that he will not be pressured into a rushed release. The machine wants a product to sell, but my people want a testimony to feel, explained. He believes that in 2026, the world is tired of robotic and processed sounds. They are hungry for truth. This strategy of restraint is his way of ensuring that every track is with his signature sandpaper and silk texture. He'd rather release one magnificent single like Head Up than a 15-track album of filler that lacks his church-bred conviction. He told me that persistence also applies to waiting for the right creative moment. By keeping his audience wanting more, he maintains his sovereignty over his career, proving that he is an artist, not just an employee of a record label. This independence is his ultimate competitive advantage, allowing him to stay unapologetically while the rest of the industry chases the latest viral hiccup. I asked about the rumors regarding his management, specifically the negative Nancy's, who suggest he is being taken advantage of. Roberts responded with a level of Mississippi peace that silenced the room. He described his manager as the vault of his life, the only person who knew his single dad struggle and his Sunday best rejections long before the 26 million votes came in. Told me backstage that doesn't take a dime from his personal earnings and has been his fiercest protector since 2020. Didn't just see a singer, he saw a man of the soil who needed a bridge, said. Their bond is built on loyalty over luxury, a rare commodity in the 2026 music scene. He revealed that was the one who encouraged him to head up when the death threats in Laurel made him want to walk away from it all. For the truth of their partnership is divinely guided. He told me that having a team that values your integrity and heart more than your ROI is the only way to survive the shadows of fame. It was a cutthroat defense of a man who has clearly earned his place in the Roberts inner circle. Addressing the Key to the City controversy in Laurel, Mississippi, shared a perspective that was both shocking and magnificent. He told me backstage that he bears no ill will toward the residents who protested the honor, but he had to make a sovereign decision for his own peace. I realized that a piece of metal doesn't define my worth as a Mississippian, said. He chose to politely decline, not out of anger, but out of space and stillness. He told me that when death threats started appearing, he had to be the coach and lead by example. I told my girls that you don't fight fire with fire, you fight it with a clear spirit, he explained. This decision to prioritize his family's safety and his own integrity over a political accolade is a hallmark of his independence. He told me that the magnificent reception he received in Alabama proved that he is welcomed where the spirit is right. By declining the key, he essentially decoded the rumor that he was chasing status. He proved that he is a man of the soil who only wants to be unapologetically. In a deeply personal moment, revealed the origin story of his latest single, Head Up. He told me backstage that the track was written during a period of divine redirection, when the pressure of the machine nearly broke him. There was a moment after the tour when I thought about going back to full-time, admitted. I was tired of the whispers and the fakes. He said the song was a musical response to his own internal struggle, a reminder to stay persistent in the face of the unpredictable magic of the industry. The sandpaper and silk vocals on the track aren't just a stylistic choice. They are the sound of a survivor. He told me that every time he performs Head Up, he is singing to the underdog. He used to be the PE teacher who was told no twice by the world but kept his conviction anyway. The song has become a digital ministry for his fans, but backstage, he confessed it was first a ministry to himself. It is the truth of his 2026 mindset, standing tall, ignoring the shadows, and walking toward the light. One of the most unfiltered parts of our interview was critique of the traditional superstar lifestyle. He told me backstage that he will never move to Los Angeles or Nashville because he needs the Mississippi peace to keep his instrument healthy. In Meridian, I can go to the store and be. In LA, you're always the artist, he explained. He spoke about the lack of traffic and the spiritual recharge of his community as his secret weapons. He told me that his Mississippi deep breathing, the power behind his stadium-sized vocals, is a direct result of the grounded life he leads. The noise of Hollywood makes your soul thin, said with cutthroat honesty. By staying in the Magnolia State, he ensures that his music remains raw and unapologetically Jesus. He told me that his sovereignty over his environment is what allows him to his career. He is a man of the soil who has found a way to reach the stars without leaving the earth. A magnificent blueprint for the 2026 artist who wants to stay real in a world of fake. I asked about his Grammy-nominated collaboration with Jonathan on Still Live, and he spoke of it as a milestone of the spirit. He told me backstage that is more than a collaborator, he is a brother in the conviction. They spent hours in the studio talking about space and stillness, long before they ever recorded a note. Jonathan taught me that the silence in a vocal run is where God speaks, revealed. Their divine partnership is the blueprint for all his future music, raw, church-bred, and entirely authentic. He told me that performing still at the Grammys wasn't about the award. It was about the magnificent opportunity to bring the truth of gospel pop to a secular stage. He revealed that they have very big plans for future collaborations that will continue to shatter genre boundaries. Backstage, it was clear that doesn't see as a competitor, but as a fellow coach in the game of soul. Their relationship is a testament to the power of integrity and heart in an industry that often favors robotic and processed connections. As we neared the end of our exclusive sit-down, reflected on the persistence that defined his rise. He told me backstage that his 2 idol rejections were the best things that ever happened to him because they gave him the grit to handle the fame. A yes too early would have destroyed me, admitted with shocking honesty. He explained that those years of hearing no allowed him to build a bankable future based on character rather than just a viral hiccup. He told me that resilience is the only way to achieve sovereignty in the music industry. You have to be willing to be told you're not enough until you know for a truth that you are. He told me that he still uses the Coach Roberts mindset to handle stumbling blocks, treating every challenge as a divine redirection towards something better. Backstage, he didn't look like a man who had arrived. He looked like a man who was still striving. This persistence is what makes his 26 million vote mandate so powerful. It was earned through faith, hard work, and heart. The final and most magnificent thing told me backstage was about his legacy. He made it clear that while he is honored to be the new king of gospel pop, his primary goal is to be a good dad. He told me that at the end of the day, when the machine stops and the noise fades, the only voices he wants to hear are "and grace." "I'm building a fortress for them, not a pedestal for myself," said. He told me that integrity means making choices that his daughters can be proud of when they grow up. He isn't interested in the luxurious lifestyle if it comes at the cost of his name-clear status. His final words to me backstage were a cutthroat reminder of his priorities. Awards can be lost, but a father's love is a permanent throne. As he stood up to rejoin the celebration, he walked with his head up, a man of heart who has successfully decoded the secret to true success. He is the PE teacher from Meridian who showed the world that you can reach the top and stay grounded by simply being unapologetically you.